Bro, the first thing that I learned when it came to changing my life and becoming successful was self-belief. You need to have like almost delusional like self-belief if you want to be successful. That's the first thing I learned, because you want to know something? We are by nature negative. That's why the news is so powerful. That's why the news is so big. Everybody like to talk about negative stuff and drama and all that shit. And because of that, we become negative about ourselves. We become negative about what we can achieve. And what happens is that we try to achieve things, we try to do things, and we fail. Like it's supposed to. When you try and you do something new, you will fail. And then what happens is that because we fail, we believe that we can't do it. And now the first thing that I changed with myself when I started changing my life was that I started to 100% have a like delusional like self-belief. Because if you look at every successful person, they're all kind of delusional. They all believe in themselves in the sense that it doesn't make sense. When you look at Conor McGregor, he used to tell to people that he was going to be UFC champion, and nobody believed him. Everybody laughed at him. And then he said he was going to do double champ. Nobody did that before, and he did it because he was delusional. And that's the trait that successful people have that I didn't used to have, that you probably don't have, and that if you want to be successful, you need that trait. You actually need it. Like it's a necessity. You need that trait. You need to learn how to believe in yourself so much that even when it's hard, even when you fail, even when nobody believes in you, even if everybody doubts you, you're still able to say, I'm gonna make this work. I have 100% belief that I'll make this work. Right now, if you're wondering why I'm shirtless in the cold, is because it builds my discipline. But I'm gonna put my hoodie back on before I actually start freezing. So, before you can believe in yourself, you gotta first unfuck your brain and understand how your brain works. So, in your brain, you have something called limiting beliefs. Now, limiting beliefs are beliefs that you believe are true, but they're just not true, right? So, you tried gaining weight one time in your life, and you didn't gain the weight. And now you believe that you have a fast metabolism and that you cannot gain weight. And that's a limiting belief because it's something that you truly believe. Some people believe that, let's say you believe you want to be a basketball player, but you have a limiting belief that you gotta be 6'5" to play in professional basketball. This is also a limiting belief because it's stopping you, it's limiting you from achieving your goals. And you gotta understand one thing about limiting belief. They're always 0% true. Okay? And I'm gonna prove it to you. I can break down any single limiting belief, you can break it down. Because think about it. You have a fast metabolism. What does it mean? Truly, it just means that it's impossible for you not to gain weight. Because you want to know something? I have a fast metabolism. But I've been able to gain so much muscle that people think I'm on steroids. But I used to tell myself that I have a fast metabolism. It's hard for me. I can't do this. And you want to know something? That's bullshit. You just have to eat more. Oh, you gotta be 6'5" to be in the NBA or play basketball? Klay Thompson, Isaiah Thomas, I think it was 5'9". See, it's just gonna be harder for you to reach your goals, but you can 100% reach your goals. So you gotta have that self-belief that you will reach your goals, and there's a way to destroy every single limiting belief, and it's just to realize that when you want to achieve your goals, and I'm gonna make a long video on exactly how to definitely break them down forever, but if you want to break them down fast, like right now, tell yourself, go on a paper, take a paper, write your goals, and write what do you think will happen. As soon as you write this goal, you're gonna have thoughts of like, it's impossible, I can't do this, I can't do that, or there's a way that, write them down and find like the truth in that. Like, that's bullshit. You know it's bullshit. You know you can reach your goals. You're just finding excuses, and you gotta remove every single limiting belief. You actually gotta remove them, because if you don't, every single time that you will try and reach your goals, you will have that belief inside of your head behind you that will tell you, no, we can't do this, it's impossible. I think it's like minus 15 degrees and I don't have a jacket, but you know what, screw it, man. So you're gonna understand that your limiting beliefs are probably right now, they are in your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is the way your mind thinks without you having to think. So that's like when you wake up and you just automatically go take a shower, or when you automatically think negatively about something without even realizing that you need to change what enters your subconscious mind. And the way you're gonna do this is by, first of all, you need to meditate to actually realize what you're thinking, because otherwise you won't have the mindfulness to know what you're thinking. And once you start meditating, you gotta start actually, boys, I'm gonna get sick, but I don't care. I'll do one of these videos a week. I'll take the sickness for a few days afterwards. So, and you gotta realize what you're thinking, and then you gotta switch it up. Whenever you have a limiting belief in your head, like, I'm too small to do this, or I have a fast metabolism, switch it up with something positive. This is false. I can do it. This guy did it. Gelso Timite was able to gain weight, and he has a fast metabolism. I'm too tall to gain weight. No, that's bullshit. Somebody that is my height gained muscle. It's just gonna be harder. And you switch it up. You switch it up with something positive every single time that it enters your mind. And then sooner than later, what's gonna be in your subconscious mind will be the positive feelings. So now it's way easier for you to actually reach your goals. Now, once you do that and you don't have any limiting belief inside of you, it's time to start seeing the future that you want to have, right? So you have a dream, you have a goal, you have a vision for yourself. You need to start believing that it's going to be reality. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to create a character, a version of you that can achieve these goals. Somebody, like, write on the paper your dream self. Literally your dream self. Do not hold back. I try to do this for the next year, but let's say at the end of the year, who do you want to be? Do you want to be super jacked? Do you want to be handsome? Do you want to be like this guy? Do you want to be rich? Do you want money? Write everything that you want to become, okay? This is exactly what I did to actually change myself. Write everything that you want to become, and then what's going to happen is that you're going to write this on the paper. Like, what do you do? Where do you live? What do you eat? What does your wife look like? What's your habits? What do you do for work? Exactly everything you do, okay? You write this on the paper, and then you take that paper and you read this paper every single night. And like I said about the subconscious mind, it's going to enter your subconscious mind, and you're going to end up believing it. You're going to end up believing your bullshit. And then what happens is that the vision for the future starts becoming beautiful. Instead of seeing a disgusting future, like, it's the same when you're depressed. When you're depressed, you see a disgusting future and you actually believe in it, right? Like, you actually believe that the future will not be beautiful, that you will end up like this forever, and that life will not be good. So then, instead of doing that, visualize a positive future, a future where you have everything that you want. And you will actually end up believing it if you read it every single day, every single night. And then after that, it's so simple. Believe 100% that this is going to be your reality. And it is, and you're going to believe, because then you don't have any limiting belief. You're starting to work towards it, and you have a clear vision. Now it's like, all you have to do is go from this guy to this guy and bridge the gap. And to bridge the gap, you just work. You just work. But when you work, when you fail, you still believe that you will make it. You don't say, it's not working, I'm going to stop. No, you believe 100% that this is you. Now, all you have to do is becoming exactly like this guy. Every single day, you work like this guy, you do what this guy would do, you think like this guy, you act like this guy. That's what I'm doing right now. And it's difficult because, well, change is difficult and you won't want to change. But as soon as you truly believe that this guy is going to be you, bro, I'm freezing. Yo, as soon as you truly believe that this guy is going to be you, you will become that guy, right? I'm only 21, but I feel like since I started doing this 2 months ago, I've seen so much growth in myself. I started to wake up early. I started to stop caring about what people think of me, because I wrote on that paper that I do not care about what people think of me. I wake up early when I'm this version of myself. And since I started doing that, my life just got better. So I want you to truly believe that you will reach your goals and truly visualize yourself having these goals and being that guy. I'm gonna go back soon. I'm in Canada right now. I'm trying to move out of here pretty soon. Like, I'm not trying to move out. Like I said, in my version of me, I'm moving out. Because it's cool, but you gotta move out from your hometown, right? So yeah, become that guy. Truly believe that you will reach it. I want you to enter. If you remember one thing from this video, is that Put in your subconscious mind that you will believe. Keep repeating to yourself, I will succeed, I will succeed, I will succeed. And you will. Because how are you supposed to succeed if you don't even believe you will? How are you supposed to keep on going if you think that deep down the work that you're doing is not having any results? Okay, boys. I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate you if you watch this full 10-minute little rant. Hope this was helpful. If it was, leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Let's get it!